Hi, you all. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading. I do have a clothing line, so be sure to go check that out. It's in the description box below. Check out my Instagram and my Facebook. Okay, so let's get into it here. Let's see what's going on with the collective. Okay, we have new opening. When one door closes, I am confident another will open, and it will be for my betterment. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunity and learning they present to me. Serenity comes from within. Okay. So there's a new opening that's happening for you and your person. Okay. There's a new beginning that's happening. Something about the Bermuda triangle. Something about a triangle. So I'm seeing that you guys could be moving away from a love triangle, or you guys are moving away from something that was hidden and quite intentional. Um, and yeah, you guys are moving away from that. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. So there's an offer that's being put out on the table. Your person's in a fire energy. I feel like this person's transitioned from a fire to a earth energy. They want to come in being practical with you. Okay, what's this Page of Pentacles? This is a new chapter, the new opening. This is something new. Them not being a playboy, playgirl. This is definitely essentially somebody taking you serious. Where's this King of Wands coming from? They've been thinking a lot, meditating a lot. So this is somebody that's definitely initiating. Page of Pentacles is a proposition, almost like a proposition. That's how it's coming off, and a suggestion, but more like a demand. Like, this is how the way how things are going. Feels like, you're new, you're the shiny new toy, and they don't want to come out strong, because you just started. Okay, we have the Lovers here. So this is somebody that is wanting to be more on the intimate side with you. Okay, over energy, we have the Two of Swords here. They thought long and hard about this, and they said, you know what, I want to be more transparent with you, intimate with you. I want to be your lover. I want to hold hands. I want to be romantic. I want to go on dates. I want people to know that you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend. I want that. That's what I want. Um, what's the Lovers here? Two of Swords here. This person said, I thought long and hard about it, and they considered their options, and there was no other options but the ones that they liked. Okay, they like this one better. So they're just coming to you to just be more open, and have it and back it up with facts. Okay, yeah, that's my girlfriend. Yeah, that's my boyfriend. If she wants to go out, then she can go out. Okay, Nine of Swords is here. That's my wife. That's my husband. Type stuff. That's my friend. That's my daughter. That's my son. We have the Emperor here. So you're divine masculine. This person is definitely overthinking. Why? The Queen of Wands popped up. So there's a side chick, a side dude. There's somebody else around. Okay, there's somebody else around here. What's the Queen of Wands? Nine of Cups here. This person feels like they won, okay, when it comes to your person. Okay, because this person, they actually, where you guys are going in this connection with this person, they already been there with them. They got them to be the they got them to be the King of Cups here, which is being compassionate, putting their friends before their family. They was going out hanging out with them. Okay, so with the Nine of Cups here, this is definitely somebody that feels like they have a better chance with your person. Okay, you have the Three of Wands here, but she or he is not acting upon that. They're just like, yeah, but I got him, like I was there first, like bada bing, bada boom here. Okay, tell me more about this Nine of Swords energy. They are they're looking at the fact that they're overthinking or like worrisome when it comes to what they want to do with you, and especially with this Queen of Wands popping up, because they feel like it's almost like they have something to hide, okay? Or they are kind of like in this Nine of Wands energy towards the Queen of Wands. And I don't know what the chemistry or what the history is between these two people, but they are needing to realize, or they're coming to the realization like, hey, I don't need to be worried. I don't need to be scared, because at the end of the day, I chose and I put myself out there saying that this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, this is my husband, this is my wife, this is what somebody that I want to be with. But I mean, it's kind of, you know, I'm not gonna lie, they're coming off a little bit defensive. That's what I'm picking up. And the Queen of Wands is like, yeah, you're coming off defensive. You're hesitated. You're scared because you know I was there first. I got you to be like that. So nobody ain't special. This is somebody that is not of quality. This is quantity. And that's what I'm saying. As far as what I can see. Let me see what the Queen of Wands' energy towards your person is. Yeah, this person's like, I'm better than them. And your person's like, okay, but you got me to be the King of Cups still, not the Emperor, right? We were talking about me being your boyfriend, right? Somebody to just hook up with or chill with. But this one is bringing out of Emperor energy. Like, now I'm somebody's husband, right? Now I'm somebody's wife. Now I'm somebody else. I'm somebody's manager, right? I'm somebody to take me much more serious, like how you were taking me serious, but an extra step, right? It's like I feel like this is somebody that has to like kind of explain that, but they're doing that just by not being so triggered by the Queen of Wands. Okay, so let me see what the shared energy. What's how does this Queen of Wands feel towards your person right now? Eight of Pentacles. So they want to continue, yeah, over our energy. We have the Two of Cups. So they want to continue being on the same page with them. So they're just like, you know, being cool. They're being the same way. And they think that that's going to outweigh the relationship, the connection between you and your person here. Okay. So they're going to continue like, they're like, well, I don't got to change out a goddamn thing. I'm not going to, you know, try to make you a husband or a wife, because that's what I know that me and you click with that. And I know that we do so well in that area with the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is mastery. Okay. That's where they want to go. Let me see. Let me see where your person is at with this Queen of Wands here. We have the Fool here, the Sun here. So your person is just going to take the leap. This person was like in a really dark spot in terms of like things happening, things were redundant. And I don't know if this person was there, but with the Two of Cups here and the Eight of Pentacles, this person, I don't know what happened, what transpired between you and this person, but this person seems like they were always there when they fell on their ass, essentially. When this person was getting cheated on or bullied or pain was coming towards this person had to like put on their pants. They had to put their pants off instead of walking around with underwears on, and realize that, you know, this is something that's redundant. Like, I should know better by now, you know? And this Queen of Wands was always there to pick up the pieces. And they're like, okay, yep, I keep trying to tell you, like, you know, these motherfuckers don't got you like I do. You know what I'm saying? And they're also, you know, they're also, you know, what's that word? They're hoping for you and this person's downfall. They're like, we're at the Eight of Pentacles. We're going to be at the Ten of Pentacles, where you're going to be permanently living with me. You're going to permanently, you know, want to be with me or someone like me. Like, you're going to want to be in love with me. You're going to want to have sex with me. You're going to want to do this. You're going to want to do that, right? Um, yeah. And so, yeah, that's how this person is. They're just like, oh, that one's not going to work either, because remember, like, these people are, that one is not like me. You know what I'm saying? But let me see what's different between you and this Queen of Wands here. Because your element is not popping up here, but you're not certainly no Queen of Wands. Okay? We have new opening. So I do feel like this Queen of Wands is saying, like, it looks the same, but it's not the same, okay? Because it's a new opening here. When one door closes, another door opens. So if this door is open and you are open and this door is closing, your person's like, so maybe spirit doesn't want me to go to this door if there is not only just two doors, there's three doors now. Okay? Surprise, surprise. And this Queen of Wands is like, it doesn't matter what door it is. I'm still here. Now you know that this door is consistent, it's not gonna change. You're like, so what's this door? So they go through the door here and they see this, they see you, and they're like, oh, okay, I wanna claim you. I want a bag. Okay, and now they're looking at the Queen of Wands here, and they seeing this Queen of Wands pop a lot of shit, saying that, oh, that's not gonna work out, or it doesn't matter. That's quantity, not quality. They just, they just doing all of that. They just, something about their neck, their neck. Okay, they do a lot of like, so what, so what, so what. What's the difference between you and the Queen of Wands, the collective, and the Queen of Wands? The Hermit here. So you guys soul search. You guys soul search. You guys are thinkers. You guys walk the path alone. Okay. Over energy, Sixes of Cups here. You do a lot of like reflecting. You also could want children here. You also could be trying to figure out like the betterment of your children or your past, or like, becoming more open and friendly. And that's what your person's attracted to. They're attracted to like this youthful, this vibrancy, right? This wanting to wanting to become even more vibrant. All right. And that's why this person, the Queen of Wands here, is different from you, because they are adding on to what they already have with this person. When you're like, okay, well, how can I improve what we already have? Not adding on and, basically making it boring. You know what I'm saying? But I see that you don't feel like this person's a threat. If you are not aware of this person's presence, your hermit energy, and when you're alone, it's going to make you aware of it. Okay. The hermit is somebody who is spiritual, so you do need to look at things from a spiritual standpoint. Some symbolisms. You need to maybe pull out your Bible, pray, or just be into spiritual things, right? You feel something negative coming upon you, then you know that there's somebody negative in your order field, or in your ancestors, or there's an angry spirit, there's a demon. You need to get into your smudging, or carry your crystals, or you know your affirmations. Okay, you need to do that. But I see that this is somebody that is claiming you, and they want you, and because like I said, they've been in this like dry, I'm gonna say a dry connection with this person, and building on that connection. I see that this is somebody that's like, okay, I don't want to have to worry about that, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And I feel like this is somebody that's gonna continue to build on that connection, because they're like, well, you, even though you're saying that that person is not like you, or and you're always going to be there, this person is always about improving and trying to be better than the person that they were, yesterday. Okay. It's a vibe with them, and I like that somebody who is trying to not only improve thyself but also the things around them, even though things is okay. I like that, spice and the pizzazzing and the freshness, and, just always having ideas, living in this limitless energy. Okay. So yeah, we can live in a home together. Yeah, we can get married. We can buy a house. So yes, we're married. We have a house, but would you want to stay in your house all day? You want to stay local? Like, what do you want to do? It's like, what are your dreams and aspirations? Pretty hurts, you know? I feel like this is somebody that pops a lot of shit. Like, they like, oh, well, she ain't better than me, and you don't, and I look too good, and this, and they do a lot of like, like boasting themselves up, But with you, you don't do that. You're a hermit. You probably don't look better than them. Okay, I will say, but you look sexy being a nerd, okay? Like, you look sexy being a nerd. It suits you really well, okay? And this person's like, I like somebody who's like that. They like you a lot. They love everything about you, your mind, body, and soul. You're just perfect and not trying so hard and being authentic in the person you want to be, okay? And trying to like become a better version of yourself. You know, you are the epitome of the Nine of Pentacles here. The Hermit is the number nine. The Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress, they say. So I kind of feel like bad because I feel like this Queen of Wands is like really like focusing on being on the same page with your person. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really trying really hard, okay? There's like this effect, like a hint, but your person's not really paying attention. But if your person pays attention to them, they'll see that they are trying a bit hard or they're trying. Versus you, you're kind of like, okay, like I'm happy I'm happy for you. I'm sorry you feel that way. You probably say things like that, or you know, if you want to do your own thing, you can do your own thing. Like you're very like you're your own person, you know what I'm saying? If you like me, you like me with a hermit, right? I'm alone, you know, I am spiritual, I am thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like you are like you're gonna go to school. Like if you don't go to school, you're gonna go invest in a topic that you like, you know what I'm saying? If you like that I invest in it, we can talk about it. Like you're not gonna go chase. Okay, there are some people or some of you guys, you are the Queen of Wands. Okay, let's just be real, where you go chase and you try really hard to, you know, keep your man's attention, keep your woman's attention, keep your son, your daughter, the neighbor, the associate, your children. You try really hard, and that's why you feel the way you feel. Okay, this is a collective energy. This is a divine feminine, divine masculine energy. So everyone can be in this hermit energy, right? But this will also mean that your man, your woman will authentically, okay, go, or true and blue authenticity will go to the right person, right? Especially if you've been faking. So that's something that you do need to consider. If you don't want to be in that energy, then stay there. But I do see that, you know, you know, cross watchers for you, right? I do see that the collector's person is not going anywhere because that's not what life is to them. And the way how this new opening presented to them was presented to them where it's no longer two doors, there's a third door, and they've never had a third door before. They've never had a hermit before. Never had a hermit before who didn't really care, okay, authentically, and not in a you know, arrogant, narcissistic, jealousy, envious way, right? Or I'm scared, you better be home, or you know, are you cheating on me? It's just somebody who essentially does their own thing and really doesn't care because you are your own person, and life is about whether if you like that person and you like, you know, the things that they do, you know, it's an adventure, it's an experience, and you love the experience, you love the person, and that's that. I mean, like, that's your whole world. Then you marry that person. Um, but your person might not even be thinking that deep, collective. They could just be like, I just like that. I like that you have this character and you're not the Queen of Wands. The number one thing I feel like your person likes about you is that you're humble, because the Hermit is humble. Okay, very, very humble. Okay, and you'll meet some Virgos where they're like, you know, yeah, that's not it. But you're very humble, and the Queen of Wands is very wild. Okay, she's a networker, so she talks to everybody. She does have to, like, you know, sell it well. And if you talk to a lot of people and you're selling a lot of things well and people are taking your shit, best believe that bitch is blowing smoke up her own ass. Okay, so that's that. All right, so that's all. Let me get an exit card. So I would just say for you to continue doing what you're doing, be humble. If you want to find a man, if you want to find a girl, you can always, and usually the more humble you are, the more you get guys, you get girls like that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're in the right environment, because the environment that you're in, when it's a whole bunch of side chicks and side dudes, or like this Queen of Wands energy, you're not gonna find anybody. You're not gonna find anybody. Okay, or if people are booed up here and people are side chicks, side dudes, they don't like doing things in public. Okay. Sometimes you meet people that have like, okay, when we're alone, or you got to build it up. There's always like role playing with them. Okay. So exit card here, we have return to heart. I breathe light and stick to the essentials of my soul, the present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. Okay, that is you guys' exit card. So that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, to share. Look in the description box below. See that's all for you. Check out my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.